So friends, we have a little gap we had, now today we are having the class. And the subject that we are sharing today is the universal roadmap for absolutely blissful living. Meaning, every individual in this universe, our world or wherever they are, is absolutely blissful. Every person absolutely blissful, immortal, absolute joy. If I give this statement, how many people will believe it? Because you have to look at your life and you shall say, what this Swamiji is talking, does it mean really anything? Everybody is absolutely blissful, happy, immortal. Do I feel that? No. Sometimes may be happy, but not always. Anyway, many will go away, some will stay, maybe try to listen what it is. Understand, friends, this is something not many can ever believe it. Reason, like, I will tell it like a story, okay, in a very, very simpler way. And you please see it for yourself. Absolutely beautiful. I have been thinking about it. What I have been thinking, thoughts are coming. I shall share those things with you, and you see for yourself whether whatever is been shared is meaningful or meaningless. If it is meaningless, please come and challenge. If it is meaningful, you better be that, better see it for yourself. First thing, friends, bliss, happiness, immortality, joy are not the things of the visible universe. What we see in this physical universe are the manifestations of elements and the elementals. Meaning, there are 5 elements in this universe, what the prapancha, pancha iti prapancha, 5 things like pancha mahabhuta, 5 elements. Space, just don't think about room space. Space in all dimensions, expand your mind and see that. Air everywhere, water wherever, earth everywhere, air, fire everywhere. These are the 5 elements we see. Sounds we hear. There is no taste outside walking about. Objects are there, taste you feel it inside. Flowers are there, smells you feel inside. Understand? They are the gross universe. And there are no thoughts walking in the universe. No thoughts. Have you seen a thought walking? Emotion walking, anger, hatred, jealousy, compassion, love, kindness. Emotions, subtle, sukshma, are not visible in the physical universe. You feel it. You say, I feel happy in His presence. But you don't see happiness walking. Understand, the gross physical universe, 5 elements are there. And this universe Please, all of us are seeing from where? From wherever we are. I from my village, you from your village, somebody from his state, somebody from Alaska Eskimo community, somebody a Bedouin, somebody is a resident of Sahara Desert, somebody is a resident of the Amazon forest. Now if you tell generally that whole, there is so much of snow here, the Bedouin will look around. Snow. Where is snow? The person who is living in desert, tell him, such grandeur of Amazon forest, such greenery, millions of acres of absolute green. What will he understand? A visible universe will not give you an universal perception. Think of it, friends. You shall perceive from where you are. No Indian, in their own little village, wherever they are born, if you tell them the language of the snow-capped mountain, unless you are an Himalayan fellow, you will not believe it. Snow-capped. Huge ocean. One brahmachari who studied with us in 72, he's from Nagpur. Nagpur is totally landlocked. So he was studying with us, then one day our Swamiji took us to Elephanta cave in the Bombay. And first ever time he went near that Bombay gateway of India and he shouted. We all were stunned. Why is he shouting? Oh, what is this? Ocean he had not seen. First ever time we are all smiling at it. This fellow has not seen ocean. How can he? Landlocked. When I went to West Indies, Trinidad, one day said, Swamiji, shall you go to some river? I said, yes, we must. And we went there. And we drove almost 1 hour. In 2 hours you can cover the whole island, 4 or 5 hours. But then in 1 hour we went in and then they all got down. I also got down. Then I said, must be some stop. Then he said, Swamiji, get down. I said, yes, I get down, but where is the river? He said, that. You know what that? 3 feet broad waters, like a spring. But in that small island, that's a river. Because it goes for 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10 kilometers. It's a river. I was laughing. Then, few years after, I went to British Guyana. They took me there to see the little Amazon forest, and the first ever time I saw a river. What river? That's the Orinoco or something, that's the river they say. I couldn't believe it. I had seen Mahanadi, Katajodi, Kaveri, Ganga, that. But they are not rivers. If you see that Amazon river, there are river islands. Just like in oceans. I got stumped. I was very proud. These Trinidad rivers are so small. Our Ganga, Yamuna, nowhere near Amazon. Huge. Huge islands are there. People own it up. Think, friends. Your perception of the world is not other people's perception of the universe. Think of an individual. And friends, these 5 elemental universe, space, air, water, earth, think. Space by itself is never confused, has no idea of seeing or not seeing. Air has no confusion, Fire has no confusion, water has no confusion, earth has no confusion. Trees, mountains, rivers, oceans, na janati, nobody never knows anything. Rather, the Upanishads will say, Dhyayati va samudra, the ocean in meditation, the mountains in meditation, Prithvi, the earth is in meditation, the universe in meditation. It is our imagination. The universe is neither aware of the agitation, the physical universe is neither aware of agitation, nor it is aware of its meditation. Nothing. Until a human being comes. That is why, friends, no, don't think of humanity and lose yourself in the greatest delusion of the earth that you are permanent. Human race can be permanent, human being is not. Think of it. As an individual, how long do you live in this universe? How long? You say the universe is beautiful because you are here. If you are not here, your stomach starts getting upset, your vision starts fading, you can't hear, your universe collapses. Think, friends, as an individual, you may live in a community, in a country, in a continent, in the world, in the universe, but your physical body is your walking universe. The day your body starts collapsing, your universe starts collapsing. Think. What happens to you, you think it happens to the whole world. I say again and again, please, please, because our minds are full of other people. My father, my mother, my brother, my sister, then we are forced to think of the community and the country, the continents, the world, 7 billion people, 8 billion people. You are trying to fix a problem of 8 billion people. Ask friends absolute honesty. Have you solved your problem? Ask. It doesn't matter whether you are a political leader, a king, an emperor, the tycoon, the richer than the richest, you are the religious man with a tremendous faith or total agnostic. It doesn't matter, friends. It doesn't matter how much knowledge you have or you do not have. It doesn't matter how much money you have or do not have. As a person, ask yourself before you start talking to anybody else, have you solved your problem? It's a huge challenge. Have you solved your problem? Are you a happy man? Fearless? Nitya sarvagata sthano achaloyam sanatana. I'm somebody eternal, ever existing, no hint of unhappiness, no hint of misery. And even if there is a hint of comfort, discomfort, good, bad, right, wrong, but I am an existence which pervades everything. Dhyatru dhyana dheya rupa, dharma dharma vivarjita. I am the meditator, I am the meditation, I am meditating. Dharma adharma vivarjita. There is dharma, there is adharma. Right, wrong, left, right is there. Like from our standpoint, sitting down, there is left side, right side, front side, back side, upside, downside. All in relation to the presence of an individual. Space, directionless. In vast space, where is the direction? Without the point of reference. Good, bad, right, wrong, left, right, all these things from the standpoint of an individual. Can you say that you are a person who have no limits, no sense of pain, no sense of pleasure, or beyond both? Nothing touches you. There is no fear, no anxiety, no nothing. Have you solved all your problems? There is nothing but a problem. Why? Because I am not there. To ask you to say whether you have a problem, listen friends, you may have many things. Please prove. This morning I was looking at whether people see the thought of the day or not, I don't know. But sometimes I just look at it, because those days the classes were like super, Not that nowadays still much more wonderful, because Varida's consciousness being better today or lesser yesterday. But one point I was asking to the students, I see that I couldn't believe that. Even I am going to repeat it today. You can see the thought of the day today if you have not seen it. It's not trying to protect you. Read this, see this. Why should I say? Choice is yours. Prove that you are limited. It's a huge thing. Prove. Please prove. I say you are limitless, immortal, absolute, every moment. Why? Because I am that. And I am not special. Because who I am, who you are, who everybody is fine. Tell me, sir, can you prove that if you feel you are limited, miserable, can you feel that you are limited? Can you prove that you are finite? No, sir, you cannot prove it. Do you know why? Whenever you are telling that you are finite, what you are doing is, you are identifying with something which is finite. You have a body, body is finite, so I am finite. You have certain thoughts, they are limited, so I am limited. You have a body which is black or green or yellow or red, therefore I am white or black or green or red. You have little land, therefore you are poor. You have poverty, therefore you say poor. You have riches, therefore you say rich. What all things you have, they are limited. And the most beautiful thing is, friends, the limited things do not feel limited. Deho na janati, deho amiti, deho na bhakti. Do you really understand? The whole universe must listen to it. The entire humanity must listen to it. And it is a listen to it if you have listened to yourself. And if they don't listen, it doesn't matter. Because if you choose to be mortal, dying, miserable, come on, celebrate your limitation. Who says not? Because even after knowing I am the infinite absolute, that itself is a celebration. And added to that is the celebration of mortality. Because friends, sounds are exotic, silence is not. Mortality is exotic, immortality is not. Sensations are exotic, happiness is not. That is why in wisdom there is no sensation. Can you prove that you are mortal? Or you have mortality? Can you prove that you are limited? Will you like to be defined by what you have? Oh, Swamiji, everybody looks at me, they are looking at me not for who I am, but they look at me for what I have. What about you, sir? Or you, madam? Are you looking at yourself for who you are or what you have? What is the degrees from the university? You degrees you have? Competition, comparison. brothers, sisters, people. Wow. You have a limitation. Does it really get into your head? You cannot prove that you are limited, but how can you are embracing limitation, lock, stock, barrel? Why can't you get out of it? Live too long with it, right? Sir, you may live too long with it, but getting out of it takes a moment. Millions of years of darkness goes with one spark of a matchstick. The light takes away the darkness of millions of years. However beginningless the ignorance may be, in your awareness, the moment you are aware, as though disappears. But why should ignorance disappear? For me to be infinity. Infinity doesn't sustain itself with the disappearance of something or the dismissal of something. Infinity is in and through everything. There is no attempt to remove something or to add something. Na vardhate na kanya samanadhika varjita. Oh mother. There is nothing like it. So why are you struggling? Think. You don't have to read anything else. Just one thing about yourself. That is why, I'll come back to that, but too many thoughts are coming. You can't prove. So if you look at the universe, you shall see elemental universe. No problem at all. Only human being. If you cannot know physically, friends, nobody can know the whole physical universe, because, look, the people who are in North Pole, South Pole, they will be writing about the polar region. The people who are living in Alps, Kilimanjaro, Andes, they shall write about that. People are living in Himalayas, they write about that. Ganges Bank, they write about that. No human being, don't think in terms of plane and star and all that, satellite. No human being living can talk about the whole earth itself, forget universe. We don't see America, India, Australia, New Zealand, 7 continents, but we read the books and we get an illusion that I know about the world. Reading a book, do you understand? Reading a book, what do you say? I know about England. Have you gone there? I know about Africa. Have you moved there? I have seen the pictures of Serengeti. I have seen the pictures of Alaska. So, you have seen it, huh? Friends, as when the universe is impossible to be seen by the eyes, ears, one individual standing in one space, you cannot grasp the vastness of the universe. Even the books will not give you that knowledge. The books are limited. There were so many books about Asian continent, American continent, African continent. So people read a little bit of it. Historian, what pride. Geographer, not having crossed his village. Or has gone exploring this country, that country. Who has explored everything, sir? You understand what a delusional world we are living in. With a list of the information, you feel absolutely proud. If that is true about the visible universe, the same thing, the creation, what you are seeing, the visible universe, the creation, these informations are secular informations. is not one person's perception. Too many people's perception put together geography book. Too many things happening all over the world, so world history. In the world history, my village history doesn't exist, which is most meaningful for me because I am in the village. But my village history is useless. Really? That means my life is useless. You keep your world with yourself. I better live my life. Right or wrong, sir? The whole humanity shall be alive. You shall die. Are you ready? So don't be selfless. This is some stupid selflessness. Think of it. That is where people misunderstand these Upanishads, that they very, very selfish. Really, selfish you better be. You should learn it from the plane travel. Give yourself first. That is not selfishness. Keeping yourself alive, making yourself somebody informed is not selfishness. But having resolved your problem, if you are not helping somebody, that is selfishness. In fact, no human being is selfless until you are wise. Even if you are giving, today I was reading a magazine and some beautiful news has come, one billionaire who has given away some 8 to 15 to 20 to 100 billions of a thing in one stroke. And he is announcing to the world, all the billionaires. Now there is a trillionaire will be there, 1 or 2 trillionaires may be there, or still not know, or maybe they are not there. The billionaires are getting tired, and he has invoked, he has sort of announced. He is calling to all of them, please give away your billions. Do not die with it. Give it away. It will help billions of people, millions of people. Don't keep it there. And himself has started it, 100 billion. Imagine, friends. At one time, this grabbing, keeping has its own limit. How long? It shall stay in your bank with 1% income. It will go into people's lives. Thousands of people benefited. Will you not smile if you see the smile in the face of the millions of people? That your billion, when they're sitting down in the bank, now it has cured the poverty, hunger, disease. You may not be there to see directly, but indirectly everything you see. Just think of it. So this creation, friends, you are extremely important. Not extremely, very much important. You must know about yourself. As they say, the prosperity of the country is not known by the national treasure, but the per capita income. How much money is in your pocket makes you rich or poor. My country is the first world country, the number one economy, in the number one economy in the America. How many winos, how many dropouts, how many broken houses, how many millions of people will be there absolutely miserable, and how many millions will be there frustrated. What type of life? The biggest economy, highest, number one economy. Who cares? So the people who are leading the world, whoever is leading, in your small house you are 5 people, you telling children, you all must be happy. Have you been happy? You are the father of the house, mother of the house. Always you must do this. Did you do this? No. So don't talk. Nobody listens to you, you are wasting your time. I shall solve your problem. What problems are? Financial problem to an extent. Health problem to an extent. But can you make me, how much money you need, sir? Oh, we can satisfy your need, but you cannot satisfy your greed. What about you? You are greedy for recognition that I helped 10 million people. Are the governor of the state, your money? Delusion, delusion, delusion. Are you a person who is absolutely fulfilled? Like Kenopanishad will declare. Iha ched avedit atha satyam asti. Na chedya avedit mahati vinasti. If you know, you are aware that you are immortal, you are absolute while living here, you are fantastic. Anything less than that, mahati vinasti. You did not know the infinity, you lost the infinity out. Infinity never loses you. You lose out on infinity. Like you, oh Swamiji, how many people, did you go to Ram Janam Bhumi, what is that? Temple, did you go? I said, no, I could not. From our ashram, they invited our ashram, our one Swamiji has gone there, so they will see it. No, we don't have. No, you didn't feel like, I said, are you crazy? Ram knows who is with him. Other people see you are in the temple. Ask Ram, nothing or nobody is away from him. Atma Rama Ananda Ramana. Atmarati. Ramanat Rama iti prahu. So today somebody puts that temple, I'll go there. Another person, did you see Ram temple? Did you see some other temple? Did you see boy? So I have nothing else to do and the whole universe I have to see everywhere. And what is most important, friends? Being a temple or seeing a temple? Go, see, visit everything, but first be a temple. Deha devalaya prukta dehi devo maheshwara. The body is a walking temple. Whose body? Everybody. But everybody doesn't visit a temple. Therefore, I say, did you go there? No. Did you see that Kanyakumari? No. So, just because you have seen, you feeling smart. I can make you remind you that billion things you have not seen which I have seen. You want me to make you feel small? I can make you feel small. Oh, you have not gone anywhere. That's what I'm talking about. You have gone everywhere? Yes. Have you gone to my village? You have not gone to my village. No, you have not seen my village. Then what have you seen? Okay, my village is most important for me. Oh, I can drive race car, Viro and all that stuff, I can, all these fancy cars, Ferrari, these and all stuff, I can drive everything. Yes, very nice. Can you climb a tree? Do you know how to climb a tree? No. Then what have you known? Do you know swimming? No, I always bathe in bathrooms. Very good. Do you know swimming? No. Then you don't know anything. That's not the point, friends. Ask yourself before you open your mouth to somebody that I'm going to solve your problem. Have you solved all your problem? Do you have no sense of problem? No sense of misery? No sense of pain? No sense of denial? No sense of regret? Etagam havavanatapati kimahagam sadhuna karabam kimaham papam akarabamiti. To whom these two things do not torment. Average person is tormented by two things in humanity. What is that sadhu? Kim sadhu na akarabam. What is that something to be done? I did not do. What is that something not to be done? I did. These are the two things torment everybody. For the wise man, etagam natapati, it doesn't torment him because he is not there to be tormented. Good, bad, right, wrong, left, right is a comparative dimension, happens in the presence of an individuality. Because you are here, I am there, therefore fight. We are one and the same. I am happy with myself, you are happy with yourself. What you have is yours, what I have is mine. Together we have everything. Listen carefully, how beautifully. Together we have everything in this universe. Therefore, everybody doesn't have to be a millionaire, everybody doesn't have to be poor, everybody doesn't have to be rich, everybody doesn't have to be engineer or a doctor or a professional. What are you doing? But every person is happy with himself. So you are no more trying to exploit your little something for everything else. Listen. So ask yourself the question, have I been absolutely happy with myself? No problem, nothing whatsoever? One individual, you. Before you step out to solve the problem of other human beings, first solve your problem. Of course, if you are the only person, your childhood will be moving like an animal. So that there is education, all these things are necessary. Please listen, please. But when I am growing up as an individual, please, I must appreciate one thing. That is why when you say education, degree, you can study anything you like, sir. But these Vedas and Upanishads have been certain writings which doesn't exclude anybody or anything. It includes everybody and everything. When you are a person, you know about yourself, you know about everything in this universe. That is why this knowledge is so fantastic. Yasmin vigyade sarvamidam vijnanam bhavati. Knowing which everything is as well known. Who shall know it? Every human being must know about it. Now please see why every human being must know about himself. Just observe the universe. Look at the space. Can the space pollute itself? Can the space pollute itself? Can the air pollute itself? Can the water pollute itself? Can the fire pollute itself? Can the earth pollute itself? There is no space pollution, air pollution, earth pollution, fire pollution, water pollution, nothing. Neither the animals will pollute it, neither the trees will pollute it. Leave the world, universe as it is, remove in your imagination, remove the human species from this universe and think of a universe like that. It will be a permanent Garden of Eden. Not a single tree to be caught, because no animal ever caught a tree. They just stay under the tree, inside the tree, on the tree. They will not dig up the mountain for the, for the stones to build their houses. They will not cut down the trees, but they are sleeping on my bed, because their best body in the universe, cannot lie down. And when there's spondylitis, they come down again to lie down there. The human being. This one species called human being, you remove. There shall be no pollution any time, anywhere, nothing. Nor shall be the war bugles sounded. There shall be no fighting. World war? What world war? Even the local war will stop. Your family is your little world and you have going through a world war there. But you see your neighbor's world war, that country's world war, then you think, oh, in comparison to that, there is nothing. Therefore, I should feel very grateful. Aha, what solution? If you are miserable, look at the person with a greater misery. Oh, you don't have a shoes. Look at the person who doesn't have a leg. What about, can I close my eyes to a person who has got better legs than mine? So you are asking me to be stupid, right? So always look down, so that you always feel very up. Don't never look up, because suddenly you will feel like a dwarf. Is it the solution of the problem or continuity of the problem? Human beings, listen friends. Suppose no human beings, will there be any problem? The whole universe will remain exactly as it is. Only human being comes. And friends, look at the beauty. Mama. When animals are animals, lion is lion, tiger is tiger, rhino is rhino, buffalo is buffalo, crocodile is crocodile, hippo is hippo, snake is snake, secretary bird is secretary bird, eagle is eagle. Human being, one species. There is a tiger inside, there is a lion inside, there is a hippo inside, there is a rhino inside, there is a snake inside, there is a vulture inside. You understand? In one species, inside which every possible every possible animal and animalistic tendencies are inherent. Other day in our school in the Odisha, I had gone there, wonderful children now, so sweet. 700, and happy because in our school we are giving them this little knowledge from when they are 8th, 9th, 10th class onwards. They asked me, because there was an essay competition as to who write different essays. So who is the best friend, the people asked me. Swami gave them some talk. I said, what is there to talk? Okay, I shall tell you. I gave a simple example, I'll share with you. I asked the children, if you plant a coconut, what tree will come? Coconut tree. Okay. If you plant a mango, mango. If you bitter gourd, bitter gourd. If you put the jackfruit, jackfruit will come. I said, very good. Human being is one seed from which what will come? You can be a rogue, a dacoit, terrorist, pacifist, believer, non-believer. How many roles come out of you? The most dangerous seed. And depends on you which one should come out of you. Because in your mind, every thought, don't say, I'm a very good boy, I've never have a bad thought. You are the biggest liar in the universe. Universe doesn't deny a place to atrocities, immoralities, frailties, weaknesses, as much it doesn't hang on to or shelter only good things, love, affection, kindness. No. Immortality is not opposed to mortality. Listen carefully. What is the opposite of what is the opposite to birth? Death. The opposite of death is not life. Immortality is something is not opposed to mortality. It includes mortality. That is why Adityavarnam tamasa parastat, consciousness, the light of consciousness is beyond light and darkness of the relative world. As much you can be the light of Las Vegas, the most darkening place. And the darkness of the cave can be an enlightening place because everybody goes there for enlightenment. Relative things. In infinity, nobody is denied a space. But a religious person thinks, I should not, I have never told a lie. What happened to you by chance you tell a lie? This is where people, these are all permissive. They are not permissive. You must have some brain. You must learn how to think and see. See that for yourself, please. In one seed, one tree comes. But in a human being, every professional is there. A professional is not born. A professional is made. Born anybody? Born engineer, born doctor, born lawyer, born liar, born good man. Anybody born? No. Infinity possibilities. So who is polluting this world? Ask yourself. Forget now all other species and the 5 elements. Only one species. Human being pollutes the world. With what? 1,000 different roles, because one fellow is a man with 1,000 masks. Every person will pollute. Please see how it pollutes. You have got knowledge, no? First thing, let us talk about population. Who is populating the earth? Human beings are doing it, or monkeys are doing for them, and what is that? The tigers and other people are helping the world to be populated by human beings. Anybody? Only human beings populate, right? Tigers populate. Impalas populate. Goats populate. Animals populate. Their population also is controlled by the nature. If there are 1,000 impalas, there are 20 tigers. If you go to all the huge sanctuaries, nowadays everything is open, Serengeti, Masai Mara, all that stuff, and there's so many all over the world, in South America, North America, India, everywhere. When you see that sanctuaries, what happens? Who controls the population? Do you go and do family planning for these boys and girls? Now in Colombia, today's news, Colombia, they are trying to electronically castrate hippos. There are too many hippos in Colombia now. With that hippos, they will be there because hippos who can eat? Unless you have got thousands of lions and other like that, or there is no, you have got hippos, and that problem is coming up. Anyway, if it is there, like whales, they beach themselves. When there are too many whales, they beach themselves and die away. That is the nature's arrangement. Human being, see how it is destroyed. When we are growing up, at one time there was no countries. There are only 15, 20 countries or whatever. That things are not started. So people are growing. Now, instead of considering us as human beings, we are now considering ourselves brown, black, white, yellow. Why these brownies will be more? So the blacks will say, we should produce more. And the black people say, why the white says, why should we stay back? So we shall produce more. The yellow people say, why should we produce more? Let we also produce more. So the interracial competition, because or else our race will be out. Our race, it's not a human race. Human being, the thinking mind is one. Mind has no black, green, yellow, red. But in fact, that is not that dangerous as the religious dangerous is there. Because we are not only secular animals, but you have got, as I told you the other day, in relation to the creation, if you see science, history, geography, all these things, we call it as the secular subjects. But if you are dealing with a creator, and nobody else has the concept of creator except human beings. Have you seen animals building temples? Tigers have a temple. And in that place, sacred place, if by chance the goat goes there, tiger will not eat, just kiss him and get away. Is it so? There are no temples. Why? For them, where is temple? What is temple? Where there is God. And where is the God? All over. So temple is everywhere. They don't know, they will never know. But don't call them animals and humiliate them. And don't call human being an animal and offend the animal. There is no conflict there. Listen. Suppose now there are religions. Imagine, all these thoughts are coming, I've been thinking, I'll tell you friends, how the one controls a population. Now, suddenly one religion comes up, so many different faiths come up. These faiths are not inherent in the world. You is inherent in your thinking. And what is that? What do you say? There is a creation, there have to be a creator. So if there has to be a creator, what type of creator is he? So that is where come the religious concepts evolved, like then my God, your God. My creator, your creator. So in my religious belief, listen carefully, in my religious belief, I should not stop producing babies. Another person's religious belief is that we should not, interfere with the procreation, children must come. Think, friends. Then suppose there are many other faiths, they shall say, if they are expanding their number, and if you don't expand our number, what will happen? So 4 or 5 different groups of religious people, everybody is competing because of the number game. Do you need a God to destroy the world? In the name of God, you can successfully destroy the world. Did the people, what does it say? We should not interfere with the procreation process. Natural. No family planning, nothing. You should not do that. Hey, if you do not want to interfere in the natural process of birth, for God's sake, your God's sake, do not interfere in the natural process of death. Are you getting that point? Don't interfere in the natural process of death. Let people born, produce as much as you like, no problem. But let them die as much as they like. Nothing will happen. But the process of being born, everything, there should be no artificial prevention of pregnancy and all that stuff. Everything should be natural. Then what about death being natural? Why are you interfering with the death? So what will happen, friends? Human beings are the worst. My religion people should be more in this world. And what is your religion? Which divides. My religion people will be everywhere. What is your thing? Means if my religion people should be everybody, that means I have to commit genocide. I must wipe out the people. Like one fellow says, Aryan race. So this race alone shall survive. Then Jews are finished. Or anybody else is finished. Let's not name anything, because then people will feel offended. It's like in families you shall see, if the boys or the girls are born fair, very sweet. They are born dark, difficult for marriage. Who will marry her? The girl, like this, or the boy is like this. What is this? Colorblind? Understand, friends. This division, because of the color of the body, because of the shape of the eyes, because of all these things, where does it happen? Listen, not in the world outside, but in our personal universe, in our own mind. We are million people in this, we are 8 billion people. Listen carefully, friends. The same universe, the same planet Earth, the same universe. But each person, I hope you understand it. Very recently I have been talking about it. Always we are talking, now giving another name for that. But each individual creates a personal universe in his head. When in childhood you are growing up, your thoughts are gathered. What thoughts? The world that you experience. Your family, mother, father, brother, husband, wife, children, your little home, your little village, the sky on your head, think the climate that you go through. Because all over the world, same climate doesn't exist. There are countries which are permanently under the snow, permanently under the sand, there is permanently forest, some are river valley civilization, temperate climate. So each person will be thinking. That is why the first man, when you would have seen the white man coming in, or black man coming in, or brown man coming in, children will freak out. Children freak out, do they not? Take a pure white man into some tribal area. The fellow will think some strangers coming, or ghost has come, or a god has come. Take a pure black man into a pure white man area. Yeah, what type of person is he? I shall say useless. Take a brown man into the yellow country, brown country. You understand the point? So each person in their own personal universe. If you are living in India, Indian country, Indian customs, Indian things. You are in Europe, European country, European customs, food habit, everything. Sir, how much can I talk? You think for yourself. If the Europeans are non-vegetarians, are they all rascals and sinners and idiots? No. In a country which comes under snow for 6 months, you cannot produce anything. If you go there also, you will start eating all nonsense that you are telling they are eating. Be an Eskimo and be a vegetarian. Try. Live in the Eskimo country. Suppose you are banished, you go into that country. What shall you do? You will drink blood, eat flesh, chew the skin to make it soft, to make your cloth. As the Eskimo lifestyle is. Red Indians, Bedouins, Africans, Pygmies, tribals, wherever. The food, dress, they are defined by the climate, availability of things. Vegetarians are superior, non-vegetarians are inferior, they are all moral, this is immoral. What are you talking? So each one, come back to that, each one has a personal universe. In your personal universe, your family, father, mother, brother, sister, your village, and in that personal world of 10 people, anybody dies there, your world collapses. Rest of the universe can go down drain. Let there be millions die somewhere, it doesn't make any difference to you. And not only you have the picture of the physical universe, but also the faith that is given to you. In your personal universe, there is a place for the thoughts of not only what you perceive, but also what you hear. You hear about God. Has anybody seen God? Oh, he said he has seen God. What type of God he saw? Think, friends, before what I am going to tell, will sound very offensive to many people. I will not make it offensive. But think of it. Please, I am not going to take any name. You think for yourself. All these people, those who are we call as the incarnations or the guides and all that, even tell the name also, there immediately you come. I don't care. Why don't care means just think of it. Surely it's a fact. In the beginning, there are no religions in this universe. Anybody born branded? Any child born branded? So every child must have been born like that or no? No child must have been born branded. Are you getting that? If this is now no child born branded, 1,000 years before also no child born branded. Now, a person comes and everywhere there are people, there are religions, those who have got there, people who started that religion. Listen, people who started that religion. Then what happens? Those religions were named after the person around whom it moves. And you call that person as a divine agent or a divine representation, whatever you call, no problem. That divine representation did not know. Listen, that divine representation did not know that now I was born into a beautiful world where all were human beings. After I came, now I came, and when I go away, I shall be dividing some people as more special, follower of mine. So 3, 4, 5 such wonderful divine representations are supposed to have come and gone. In their name, the man is further divided. The mankind is they did not know they are supposed to come to unite the different world. After their departure, the mankind is further divided. Now, what type of divinity is that which allows people to be divided in the name of the divinity? Very offensive if you put a name to that. Please don't put a name. It will be dangerous. You think for yourself. So you are the only divine because I believe in that divinity. I am not the only representation of the universe physical. I am not the only representation of the infinity formless. Everybody is at once formless and formed. Everybody is immortal and mortal. What a thinking is that? Like friends, let us say, we are all people of the world. You divide the countries, Asia for Asiatics, America for Americans, what is that one? Africa for Africans, Australia for Australians, Antarctica for Antarctica. Lucky there are no people there. We are men of the earth. Why do we kill Asiatic to Americans, Americans to South Americans, South Americans to Europeans, Europeans to Africans? What is that for? Why? We are family, one family. That is why that what beautiful verse which Sanskrit says, Ayam nija paroveti ganana laguchetasham. Ayam nijaha, this is my people, that is their people. Iti, consideration. Mean-minded people, laghuchetasam, mean-minded people talk like that. Udahara charitanam tu, the people who are expansive, having seen the reality for themselves, vasudhaiva kutumbakam, the whole universe is kutumba. The whole universe is a family. Even the people who say vasudhaiva kutumbakam, they also divide among them, vasudhaiva kutumbakam. But if you don't come to belong to my family, you are away from it. No. That is why these Upanishads are different. I don't want to say it is different. It doesn't differentiate on anybody. In fact, that is knowledge which should be true for everybody. When you say universal truth, are you getting it? When you say universal truth, there is a gravity. Gravity is there. In England, you can feel very strong gravity because Newton boy was born there. He discovered it. Therefore, if you go to his birthplace, I am pulling you down. Is it so? Gravity is all over. It is not because a British man found it, therefore it is not a British truth. Madame Curie discovered radium for that, therefore it is a French medicine. Is it so? Universal truths are universal. What is the idea about yourself? Who you are? If in your identity, if somebody is differentiated, that is not the universal truth. Are you getting that point, please? Like as I tell you, prove yourself you are finite. Prove. Prove your finitude. Prove your limitations. You prove that, remember that, watch that statement. You prove that you are limited. You can never prove it because you are limitless. Because you are taking what you have and what you have is limited and you are taking what you have to be who you are, therefore you are feeling you are limited. That is why in Shastra, in the Upanishads, they take away your limitation because they take away your identity. Body will not change. You no more identify with the body. You know who you are. Sex will not change. Boy, girl, so what? Boy superiority, man superiority, woman inferiority, nonsense. Woman superior, right? Rubbish. Good. So many different thoughts, lesser thoughts. Who cares that thoughts you have? Why are you looking at people through things that they have? Is it so difficult to understand? Is it difficult? Why should we make people look at the people through the faith that they have, belief that they have, or the belief they don't have? That is why rich man or poor man, is it a species? Riches. You are allowing people to be defined by the riches. So rich man. So separate houses, separate enclaves, expensive, gated community. What are you doing? Have you seen the Lion King living in a special cave? He's not living with other girls. The lionesses. The children should be thrown out, the Lion King, Only in human being. Who shall solve your problem? Politically, nobody can solve your problem because politician has not solved his problem because he is a politician, he is not a human being. Religious people will not solve your problem because they are religious guys and they are not human beings. They must be themselves. Religion is... Are you getting that point, please? Political, secular, scientific, artistic, those are all manifestations of million kinds. Fantastic. Celebrate, literally celebrate your diversity. How beautiful this body is. Head is here, toe is here, knee is here, stomach is here, back is there, front is here. Every part of the body has a beautiful function. So the whole body, head is very superior, so whole body is a head. Have it. Waste of time. That is why Krishna, amazing, amazing. You shall see in his life, every aspect of life is celebrated. Amazing. Again, the moment you name it, oh, you are talking about Krishna philosophy? Rubbish. If you say Krishna doesn't exist, Krishna will not feel offended, neither the person who discovers it. Because it comes back to you, friends. Okay? Now see this, please. I'll conclude it, because time is, maybe I'll continuing the same thing again tomorrow. I don't know, we shall see whatever comes. There are so many things to be spoken to, but please see these things now. If you observe, that is why, okay, this one verse I shall say, I must say it, little 5 minutes delay, please don't worry about it. In the Naishkarma Siddhi, Sureswaracharya writes it, so beautiful. Aneka sastram vahuveditabhyam alpascha kala bhavascha vignaha yatsara bhutam tadupasitavyam hanso yatha kshiramibambu mishram. Beautiful. It's for general humanity, not for one person. General humanity. Everybody. A human being, if you are with a brain, with a head over a shoulder, it's meant for you. Aneka Shastram, there are many, many Shastras are there. Straight away he went into Shastra. Nothing wrong, friends. Because what is Shastra? There are no scripture in the universe. The universe was existing. Physics, chemistry, history, mathematics, geography, those books were not there. Those books were written. Physical, perceived creation did not give any knowledge. Whatever information you picked up in your brain, the people started writing, codifying, putting it together. That is how the history books were created, science books were created, geography books were created. So those are the different types of books were created. Listen carefully. How many books you can read to know about the universe? Aneka Shastram. About creation you write, and then about creator also you write. So there are many, many scriptures. If you say, if you talk about the physical universe, it is all secular subject. If you talk about the subtle creator's universe, it will all become the religious things. Listen carefully. How many you can read? To have a complete picture of the complete universe that includes you. Physical universe will it will include your body. The physical universe cannot complete your thoughts. Can it include your thoughts? That is a conscious universe. So if your physical creator also is another God but not a consciousness, then it becomes another group of informations will be there. So many books on God or books on these things, you go on reading. Aneka Shastram. Many things to be read. Are you getting that? How beautiful. Many things to be read. So many books of information. I am a helpless individual, I am born. I have to be taught. Aneka Shastram. So many scriptures, both secular as well as the religious informations are there. Bahuveditabhyam, many things to be known. But alpasya kala, time at your disposal as an individual, time at your disposal is very limited. Suppose you are living an 80-year-old life, 40 years goes in sleep. 15 years goes in preparing for life. Until you are 15, 20 years, have you started living? So 40 plus 20, 60 years gone. Another 20 years struggling to get food, cook food, handle this, handle that. Because these are all life situations. No, you have to take care. Another 10, 15 years gone in that struggle. That means you are alive only for 5 years, doing nothing. In that 5 years' time, how many books you can finish? Time at your disposal is alpasya kala. Time at your disposal is little. Bhavasya vigna. But the obstacles are too many. You want to read, electricity gone. You want to read, electricity failed because the computer doesn't, the whole thing wiped out. You want to read, your husband says, why are you reading? Come, let's play carom. You are going to read, the children say, I am going to play a game. Bhavasya vigna. You start something, you never finish it. Since it is so, see how a beautiful writing. And you can interpret it like, it's just a celebration. Therefore, what shall I do? Yat sarabhutam tadupasitavyam. So choose. If you cannot choose, let somebody, whoever telling that he is going to do, he should choose for you something, yat sarabhutam, which is most essential, knowing which everything is as well known. Yasmin vigyate sarvam idam vigyatam bhavati syat. Knowing which everything is known. Appa. Instead of trying to know everything, little, everything is endless. Know one thing, everything is known. Ghatakudyadikam sarvam mrittiga matramevahi tadvad brahma jagat sarvam iti vedanta dindimaha. In the verses, see, there is tradition, it's a killer, Ghatakudyadikam sarvam, the different types of pots, hundreds, thousands of different types of pots, but all made up of clay. If you see the clay, doesn't matter what forms they have taken. Tadvad brahma jagat sarvam. Same way the Brahman consciousness yourself in and through everything. There is nothing other than it. Who is separate? Nobody. Who stands separate? Nobody. Creator, creation, one and the same. There is no creators near people and further people. God's loved ones, God's hated ones. Hey, don't put your human dimension to God also and destroy him. He or she, it is only a he. Who told you that it is only a he? Who told you it is she? I am not telling she, I am telling he also, she also, it also, nothing also, everything also. Then what do you do? Iti Vedanta Dindima. This is the Udghosha, the drumbeat of the absolute truth. For whom? Whoever has ear to listen. Suppose somebody prevents himself, I don't like it, don't have it. Which is not. I am telling you are one in the universe. If you say, no, I am a village boy, I stay in this hutment. Okay, stay in your hutment. But even if you deny the universe will still hold you. Even if you deny the infinity will still embrace you. Because that is the limitation of infinity. That it can't run away from any place. You are blessed because you can run away from many places. So that way, the God, truth, all pervasive is very limited. It is limited because human being. You know the story of that. One day there is a king. The king was punishing somebody because he talked something atrocious. Then this man said, Maharaj, you are bigger than God. You The king is already angry. Now he's, because of psychophancy, and he's telling Maharaj, you are bigger than God. He got more angry. He said, now prove it, I am bigger than God. If you don't prove it, I'll kill you more. I'll try to kill you with different, more painful ways to kill. Latest American discovery is, the first man was given the capital punishment with nitrogen. I mean, it's nothing to say. What can you say? First thing, why should... Anyway, those are all social things, People to... Human life should not be wiped out for anything. But when some beings are like animals, like a planet, what is this? Become like no respect for life is a different thing altogether. Like killing in the name of patriotism, killing in the name of belief, killing in the name... No, should not be allowed at any name. Because you are wiping out a person's chance for knowing the infinity, immortality here. Therefore, should not be done. Anyway, so the person was killed. Previously, they were giving injection. One person had survived that injection. He did not die. After that stipulated 3 minutes, if he didn't die, so they have to bring him back. But he has to die. They say he should not be punished second time for the first crime. But then, no, they have to kill him because that's the law. Human, man-made law. Then what happens? Now they're finding out a way to kill without how it is foolproof. So, asphyxiation. Put in nitrogen. So he said within 2-3 minutes he has to pass out. But there is also human society and all that stuff, different way of fighting all that stuff. They are talking about it, that they should not be killed. Come back to our story, sir. You prove that I am better than the God, bigger than the God. He said, you can do something which God cannot do. The king got further enraged. What is that nonsense that I can do something God cannot do? He said, Maharaj, you can banish me from your kingdom. God cannot banish me from His presence, or her presence, or its presence. All pervasive, how can it banish me? And if you say God is all pervasive, who is bigger than God, or lesser than God, or better than God, or lesser than God? Huh? For your God to be better than you, He must be an exclusive place where you are not. What type of God is that? What is different from the local billionaire? You don't say God and then you say He is hanging around in one place. Only in this form, no other form, really. Why are you making Him a prisoner when He has no prisons? And you are trying to protect Him also. Instead of God protecting you, now God needs protection. How beautiful. And in the name of the God, how many battles are fought? So, yes, sarabhutam tadupasya. What is most essential, by knowing which, everything is as well known. By knowing yourself, everything is as well known. Knowing the elements, elements are known. In your thought world, the thoughts are there, but the most important thought is not the thought of the objects, but the I thought, which illumines, which handles everything. And what is the meaning of the word I? Because I is universal. Who are you? If I ask you a question, who are you? Let it be telecast around the world, like your Olympic telecasting. Who are you? 8 billion people simultaneously listen to the question, who are you? And every one of them shall start with, I am. Your universal first name. Universal first name. Who you are. What you have, too many things. What you have is limited. Since what you have is limited, you consider yourself limited. So if you are looking at yourself through what you have, you shall be limited. When the world teaches you to look at yourself through what you have, that condemns you to limitation. If the religion forces you to look at yourself through the faith that you have, that forces you to be condemned to limitation. You can't help it, friends. Help the person to know himself. Who is he? Who are you? I. So the one word you have to understand, the meaning of the word I, aham. Aham asmi, sada bhami, kadachit naham apriya. Atoham na katham brahma, sachidananda lakshanam. Aham asmi, I. Always is as consciousness. Always shining as myself. That is the source of bliss, source of awareness. Therefore, everything that is the immortal content, changeless content of the changing, close your eyes, the immortal, changeless content of the mortal, changing, aging universe. Knowing which everything is as well known. So the persons who are out there, either in the name of religion, or in the name of politics, or in the name of art, science, entertainment, renunciation, indulgence, trying to teach the mankind solution for their life, each one must ask himself the question, am I the one? Have I solved all my problems? Do I have a sense of mortality or immortality? Am I any way special than others, or is same with everybody? When you are who you are, you tell people who they are. If you are looking at yourself through your achievement, your failures, your belief, your disbelief, your indulgence, your renunciation, you shall divide mankind further and further and further. In the name of your politics, in the name of your religions, in the name of your possessions, renunciations, indulgences of every kind. Let everybody see himself, herself as they are. Darshana. That is why in our tradition, Darshana Shastra, you see things as they are. There is no speculation. Don't have to speculate anything. Just be who you are. Aham Atma. Shivoham Shivo. It's not the name. You can take it in any language you like. Call it immortality, call it Amrutattva, call it whatever, eternity. Meaning is one and the same. Is the ultimate, nameless, formless, in all names, all forms, self, the awareness. You can't escape being who you are. Friends, please remember for life. You cannot escape being who you are. You cannot hold on to anything that you seem to have. If you are embracing, holding on to things that you have to be who you are, you will be terribly frustrated. Who you are, inescapable all times. What you have, you can't hold on. So be the immortal, live with the mortality, enjoy your stay. Be the changeless, live with the changes. Life, a continuous celebration. Thank you, friends. I moved beyond the time, but doesn't matter. In this type of subject, you can't hold on that. Anyway, see that, friends. Thank you very much. Have your lunch and